Hey everyone, Yijubei here. Today I'm bringing you a Redmi K70 phone. Of course, this isn't for me. As you know, my hands are quite small. I can't use such a big phone. It's for my mom. I checked the production date, a freshly released K70 from May 2024. The reason for choosing the K70 is simple: value for money. I'd say it's probably the top tier option at the moment. When considering the overall user experience across various aspects, if you were to use a future generation device today, it would certainly be more than adequate. For my mom, she previously used an Oppo, specifically an Oppo Reno 4Z, so for her, this is definitely a monumental leap in improvement. After opening, it's the same as it always is. Over here, we have the same ejector tool, a small instruction manual, and a silicone case. This silicone case, the texture feels pretty good, actually. We'll take a closer look at it in a moment. Oh, when I pick it up, it feels like it has a stainless steel frame, but for now, let's just put it aside. Next up, we have, the 120-watt fast charging brick. It feels about the same size as the 67-watt charger that came with my previous Xiaomi 10. With 120 watts, the charging speed will be significantly faster. And then, I believe this is a 6 amp charging cable. Once open, this is what it looks like. What do you all think of its appearance? Then let's turn on the screen and take a look. The back looks like this. I chose the clear snow color, which is white. I personally think it's very beautiful. There's a bit of a snowy feel here. I wonder if you can see it. Then I tried it out, placing it on the table. When you operate on the lower half, it won't wobble at all. Only the upper part here will lift a little. It's really good. With the 10X, if you place it on the table, even if you tap this spot, it will still wobble up. The phone case that comes with it, if you put it on, the color and design are from the original factory, after all. My mom just thinks it's a bit ugly, perhaps too plain and slippery. So once this is put on, you'll notice it perfectly protects the camera lens. Next, simply long press the power button to power it on. I won't go through all the test items with you, as you're likely quite familiar, so let's just move on. Now let's place all three phones side by side and observe the progress of our times. I recall purchasing this for $2,300 at the time. This was during Xiaomi's later product cycle. At that point, only the 4 plus 64GB version existed. However, this particular one is 8GB, but it's equipped with a 720 CPU, the Dimensity 720. But I checked the Geekbench rankings and the 720 is even below the 835. But it has double the RAM, so in terms of actual use, it should still be a bit better than the Mi6. However, compared to the 835, it's still much worse. Even my mum used it and said, oh, it's not laggy at all. Before, it would lag. After all, it's a Dimensity 720, even with 8GB of RAM, right? This one is a 12 plus 56, so it should last a very long time. You can see that she had already used it for 80 years before. This is probably why she changed it, why she got this phone in the first place. This one only has 64G, which probably wasn't enough for her. She was probably just binge watching shows all day. But you can see it was activated here, likely on the 21st, so the warranty runs until the 22nd, and for charging speed, I briefly checked, it's about 20-something minutes, like 30, less than half an hour to fully charge. 120 watts, very quick. The battery life will also be significantly improved. Previously, she mentioned needing to charge it at least twice a day, but this one only needs a single charge. Because she often goes out to binge watch episodes, it tends to drain the battery quite a bit. Let's switch it to white, then navigate to the settings page and adjust it to its brightest. Adjust this one as well, but we won't adjust this one. Its screen is already very badly aged. This one is also a bit aged, actually, but it's quite noticeable. There's plenty of power, and I feel the display is much clearer. This screen is 2K, isn't it? 3200 by 1440, and it also has a high 120Hz refresh rate. This phone supports Wi-Fi 7, and you can see the connection speed is 2880. Finally, my Wi-Fi 7 router has connected to a Wi-Fi 7 device. Our Xiaomi 12 only supports Wi-Fi 6. It doesn't even have the 6 enhanced version. It only has a 1200 connection rate, which is more than double that. The system has also been upgraded to Ping by 21.0.16. After using it, she hasn't reported any problems, and there's not much else to say really. I've set up all the settings for her, turning off what needed to be off and uninstalling what needed to be uninstalled, right? And then there's the senior phone. You can clearly see that the font size on this device is very large. Now, if you feel that even after setting it to the maximum, it's still not quite large enough for you, then you can adjust this minimum width setting, making it just a little bit smaller. For instance, if you adjust it to, let's say, 392 or perhaps 360, then the characters will become even larger, won't they? But it might have some layout issues. That's something you'll need to adjust. So if you've set the font to its largest and still can't see it clearly, then you can adjust the minimum width to configure it. But you absolutely must adjust it step by step. Don't try to adjust it all at once to the max.